What are design patterns? We have been building object-oriented software for almost 40 years now. Smalltalk was the first object-oriented language. The programming world has encountered a lot of problems and they have tried a varied range of solutions for them. Some successful, but some not so successful. An attempt was made by a group of 4 people, famously called the Gang of Four, to come up with a list of common problems and the solutions for them in a given context. And this catalog of common problems and their solutions are what are called design patterns. The advantages of design patterns are quite clear. You don't want to repeat the same mistakes again. Whatever has been learned, if we have a good understanding of design patterns, we would not repeat those mistakes again. There are 3 different kinds of design patterns. The design patterns which we are talking about are from the perspective of an object-oriented world. So we are really restricting ourselves to the gang of 4 design patterns. And the types are creational patterns, structural patterns, and the behavioral patterns. Creational patterns deal with the complexity associated with creating objects. Object-oriented programming is full of objects. There are varied kind of objects that we create with varied range of problems. And these creational design patterns deals with how you can create them. What are the options you have? The structural design patterns, on the other hand, deal with the composition of the classes. What does a class contain? What relationship does it have with other classes? Does it have an inheritance relationship? Does it contain the object of another class? All these kind of design patterns are grouped under structural design patterns. The last category of design patterns, the behavioral design patterns, is more focused towards the behavior of the objects. That's basically the interaction between the objects. How does an object communicate with another object? And all these kind of patterns fit in this category called behavioral design patterns. In the next series of videos, we would be looking at each of the design patterns in these categories in detail. We would start with the creational design patterns. Thanks for joining more than 1 million students who are learning from us. In 28 minutes, we defined a learning roadmap for Java and front-end developers. We created more than 25 courses covering all the topics that you are seeing on the screen. There are 4 things you can do to make best use of these courses. Number 1 is Udemy. You'll find a link in the description of the video to our Udemy profile. We are teaching a lot of courses on Udemy and most of them are free. Number 2, visit our website www.in28minutes.com. You'd find tons of information including how you can register for our trainings and the link to Udemy and our GitHub code as well. Number 3, visit our GitHub repository. With more than 20 repositories covering varied examples, it's a comprehensive source of information and code. Last but not the least, you'll find a set of discount codes for all our Udemy courses in the description as well. Feel free to use them. Good luck from the team here at In 28 Minutes, your destination for high quality step-by-step courses.